What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. Today, let's go ahead and get this engine torn down. Let's see the extent of how bad these heads are. Let's see if there's anything wrong with this short block, and let's hopefully do some fun stuff. What is up, guys? So today we are going to be tearing apart the long block, getting the heads to the machine shop, and seeing how bad they are. We're going to get them rebuilt and hopefully put everything back together today, as long as the short block's in good shape. So let's go ahead and start tearing stuff apart. I need to take the turbo off. I need to take the exhaust manifold off, timing covers and timing belt and all those components off. And then we will be ready to take the heads off. Should be pretty simple and straightforward, but I don't really have any way to time lapse or do any cool cinematic shots, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start ripping everything apart. I'll update you as we go. So we've got a lot of this stuff off. Unfortunately, I was going to take the exhaust manifold off, and I got a little bit ahead of myself, and I rounded one of the exhaust nuts off on this side. So I'm gonna have to spin the engine over and get an extractor on it, some heat, stuff like that. But when I was taking the drain plug out to drain the oil so I can turn it over, I found this Greddy magnetic plug. And as you guys can see, it's got a lot of gunk on it. So that's not really a great sign. Hopefully it's just residue from the build. I mean, there's not really any there's chunks, but it's not really a great sign. But we'll figure it out once we get the heads off. Maybe I'll drop the oil pan while we have it upside down and just look inside of it and everything and clean it out. But that's where I'm at, so let's keep going. Yeah, I got it on its side so I could get better access to that nut, and I'm not having any luck. So I gotta run to the store, buy some deep well socket extractors for that, and then hopefully come back and get it off. So let's go do that real quick. Come back and get that off so I can get the heads off. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what success looks like. Hell yeah. All right, well, now that I had that bolt or nut off of the exhaust, I was able to get the exhaust manifold off, and I took the first head off. And so far, it doesn't look too bad. There's some carbon buildup, which tells me it was running a little poorly. But, I mean, there's no play in the pistons. Maybe a tiny bit in that one, but not really bad. So we are going to reuse this block as long as the other side is good. But there's the first head off. She's all put back together, ready to send to the machine shop. So let's go ahead and get the other head off. It is the weekend, so I'm not going to be able to bring the heads to the machine shop right away. But we will get them there first thing Monday morning. And hopefully get them rebuilt, resealed, cleaned, all that good stuff, and we can throw it back together. So let's get this other head off, and then I might mess with other fiddly things like whatever's causing the really bad vibration in the front end. It might be the steering rack, so we might mess with that. But let's get this other head off first, and then we'll deal with that. So I've got a little bit of, I guess it's bad news, but I'm not really sure if it's actually bad news. But, it just fell in the oil pan. Well, looks like we're taking the oil pan off anyways. In there was a chunk of something, a big chunk. So this side doesn't look bad. It's not clean like the other side either, but as long as that chunk isn't anything serious, we can reuse this block. But let's get the oil pan off and see what that chunk of metal was. And hopefully it's nothing bad. I mean, it can't be anything good, but I guess we'll find out. Well, guys, we're making a discovery together. Here's the oil pan. And as you can see, there are massive chunks of something inside this oil pan. Like, I don't even know what these are from. They're so big. I don't know how this car ran when it came in. Dude, my heart is broken right now for this IAG 550 block. There's so much metal in here. Oh, dude. There's just metal everywhere. There's so much of it. Oh, I'm gutted. I'm literally sick to my stomach. I'm so sick my back hurts. Dude, what even is that? That's a whole that's a whole rod, bro. How did this car run and drive into my garage? What the actual flippin' heck, dude? Oh my god, I don't even know what to do with this. Save it as evidence in the murder of the IAG 550 block. Oh, bro, my heart hurts so bad right now. I want to get this baffle and pickup tube off, and we'll see the real damage. Holy shnikes. Dude. Okay, let's get this stuff off and I'll show you guys what's underneath. Yep. Well, my heart is officially broken. And I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I was really hoping to be able to reuse this block, but that's a rod. So, shit. Looks like my hand is forced. Looks like I will be building and running that closed deck block. Oh, I really thought this block was good. This episode probably isn't going to be too much longer. So, leave your comments down below. What do you think I should do? It's going to be a lot more money to run that closed deck block, but I guess it is what it is. So leave your suggestions and comments down below. That's beautiful. All right, well, I guess next thing you guys will see is me tearing everything off this block, putting together the rest of the closed deck block, getting the heads to the machine shop to get them drilled for 1/2-inch head studs, and then I don't know. And then we'll go from there. Guess it's time to drop a shitload of money. Say your prayers for me, boys. This fucking sucks. All right. We'll see you in a second. Okay, since I decided to run the closed deck block, it is still not officially completely put together. So I will insert clips right now of me putting the pistons in. I think that's the last thing I did. And then we will assemble the crank. And then I will look for gaskets to possibly put the case halves together, but no promises on that today. If I can't find gaskets to put the case halves together, then I will have to order a master gasket kit, or maybe order the gaskets individually, because the head gaskets I will be running on this are a little bit different, and I will explain that to you guys later. But let's go ahead and, I guess, crack along on getting this closed deck block assembled a little bit further. Head's got to go off to the machine shop tomorrow, or I might look or inquire about just buying some already ready to run W25 heads, so I don't have to rebuild them and redo valve lash, shims, all that shit. I really don't want to mess with that. So if I can just buy some already assembled and running W25 heads, then I'll just get them drilled for the head studs and we can just run them. Might be cheaper that way too, but I'll let you guys know that once I get there. For now, let's work on getting this block together. So I was able to find the gaskets that I needed in the old gasket kits that I had. Got the crank all assembled. Rods are tightened down, torqued and everything. No excessive play or knock or anything. So those are good. We're gonna put some RTV on it, get these case halves together, get the crank in, and get this bad boy pretty much almost finished up. Say hello, Bandit. Ah! Sit. Good boy. Anyways, so the block is together. Just have to tear a couple things off the other block. Rear main's in. Have to tear a couple things off the other block, like the flywheel, so that I can get to these wrist pin covers. The wrist pin cover for here, and then the backing plate for here. And the 2 wrist pin covers for the front. And then I'll be able to take this block and get it on the engine stand. So let's go out in the garage. We'll take some stuff off the other block, get the wrist pin covers and stuff that I need on this block so that I can get on the engine stand. And I guess we'll see where we get after that. Bandit. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh, a big stretch. We got Atreus. Boys say hello. But anyways, guys, this build kind of took a little bit of a turn. I ran into some unexpected bills, so I can't afford to get the heads into the machine shop right now because I want to stack a little bit of money before I blow my last of the savings on the heads. But the block itself is looking nice and pretty, nice and shiny on the engine stand. In the meantime, we can throw a few things on it like water pump, crossover tube. I'm gonna wait to order an oil pump just till I can get a little bit more money. I can throw the flywheel on it, but I'm probably not going to do that until we get everything together, get it on the cherry picker, and get it ready to put back in. I'll just put the flywheel and the clutch on all at the same time. I might be buying another clutch, but I probably will get that flywheel resurfaced. It's over here under this tools because I make a mess, but probably going to get this resurfaced. It is an XD, or no, it's an ACT clutch, but it looks like it has good life left on it. I don't know if it'll hold up to the power that I'm looking for, so I might need to upgrade clutch anyways, but we will come to that at a later point. Like I said, I want to stack some money. And speaking of stacking some money, I have that car. It's a 2006 Outback regular 2.5 NA that I bought to flip. So hopefully that will be a quick and easy fix. I can flip it, make some money, and have money to put toward the engine build and stuff. If I can flip this thing quick enough, I might be also trying to flip another STI, same model as mine pretty much, but that'll be another video if that ends up happening. But anyways, guys, I think that's pretty much going to do it for this video, since I am going to have to wait a little while to make any progress on the build because of the heads. So I will keep you updated on that. The heads are probably going to cost about $2,500, $2,800 to build. I do want to put stage 2, maybe stage 3 cams in it, and then titanium valve springs, valves and retainers, stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments what you guys' thoughts are on stage 2 or 3 cams. My goal right now is about 500, 550 horsepower on a FP Black turbo, maybe a Garrett 3076, but I'm not sure yet. It really all depends on what I can find for sale. I'm going to be running 1700cc injectors, but I will go over my entire build list in the next video probably, or my entire goals for the build for now in the next video. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'll be going over how I want to build the car, at least temporarily, until I can afford more. So before we end this video, I am going to make a kind of small checklist of a few things that I want to get done before the heads go off, or things that I need to get done on the car. It's basically just a build checklist. You guys know it. We do it on every race car or every car that we build. So let's go make that build list and then we'll close out the video. Okay, so just a quick build list, a couple things I need to add. I need to figure out the steering issue, which I think is a power steering rack. So I'll put power steering rack on there. I want to get different wheels, but I might run the ones that are on there just for now because they are already winter tires. And winter is coming up. It's gonna start snowing here in a couple months, so I probably will run those for a little while till summer comes back around and I can get a summer set. I definitely need to work out my AC. Probably get an AC compressor, a new AC compressor and recharge for it. I want to figure out a couple trim pieces. I know the driver's door card is pretty worn out, so I want to get a new driver door card. That will probably be last on the list, as well as the front grill piece. I guess you guys saw the other guys cut it or removed it to fit that front bull bar that I removed. So I want to get a new grill for it, maybe a carbon fiber one, we'll see. But that's included in trim pieces. And then I want to get it cleaned and get all the stickers off of it. And clean up the engine bay, stuff like that. And then I got to figure out my fuel system, which mainly includes just buying a 450 LPH fuel pump, because I'm sure the one that's in it now is probably a 340. The injectors that are in it right now are 1050s, and I'm going to be upgrading those to 1700s. So I will need a minimum of a 450 LPH fuel pump for now. I do have a dual fuel pump hanger, but with the rest of the stuff on the budget and the list, I can't afford the wiring kit and a second pump for it. So that will have to come down the line. But I am looking forward to that upgrade. So if you guys want to see that, definitely stick around. But I think that's going to do it for this short little build list. I don't really have anything else that's not figured out or already planned. Like I said, I need to build the head, so leave your comments down below if I should just go stage 3 cams. But that's going to do it for now. We're going to close out this video because there's not a lot I can do in the meantime until I can save up more money. So I don't want this video to be months and months down the line just for me to update you on the heads. So stick around for the next part of this episode that's going to be hopefully getting the heads built and everything, drilled for the 1/2-inch head studs and then installed. And then at that point, we'll be able to put the engine back together and put it back in the car, get it running, find a turbo, all the good stuff. So lots of exciting stuff planned for this car. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I can't wait to get this thing running. So stick around and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.